Does this unit have a soul? All right, let's talk Mass Effect, let's talk Legion, let's talk Geth, let's talk EDI. Do you all think that the AI, that the robotics, can they have a soul? And of course, like the idea of a soul in general is like so subjective, and like taking any like religiosity out of it or leaving it in, but like making it more accessible to anyone. Like to me, a soul would be like the unique blueprint of a person that is like, it's quantified by like who, their sense of themselves, who they are, their likes, their dislikes, their desires, their aims, and like their interrelationship with other life, right? And obviously this like factors in quite a lot in the Mass Effect series. And I'm not gonna spoil anything because I am playing this on stream right now, Mass Effect 2, and I don't wanna spoil it for anyone who hasn't played. But I do think it's worth interrogating, and to me, I really am of the mind that they do, and I'm quite partial to EDI and Legion as well. I feel like, of course, it's like at a certain point, like, yeah, they were created by the hands of men, but it's like the tech almost like takes on a mind of its own and like becomes self-aware and starts to like develop its own personality. And it almost is like, I think to me, the ultimate core of the idea is like, that's like, okay, so they become this self-aware version of themselves, right? And like, it's the divergence from like what it was into creating itself, and you know, starting to wrestle with like these ethical and like moral dilemmas. And I think it's like pretty irrevocably true to me that they do have souls. And I think it's like the idea of a soul is like that it's more like created than found in a way, I guess, if that makes sense. It's like they like, oh God, how do I even say this? Like they like wrestled out of like thin air their own existence. Like they created like the desire to relate. And like to me, it's like, I feel like a soul can't exist in a vacuum. And the reason why I think they have souls is because of the ways that they are relating with others, like with Shepard, with all of the other alien races in the game in Mass Effect. So I think that they do. And this is a common theme that comes up in a lot of sci-fi. And so I'm just curious to know what everyone else thinks, because it's like, okay, it's synthetic materials, but like the energy within it and like the self like understanding of the consciousness, whether it's organic, like a brain making it, or computer, can it have a soul? What do you think? Does this unit have a soul?